by Kejriwal and gang against somebody else, that time it is accepted to be the gospel truth कि केजरीवाल ने बोल दिया तो ये चार्ज तो सही है ही, नेता भी भ्रष्ट हैं, पत्रकार भी भ्रष्ट हैं, कंपनियां तो भ्रष्ट हैं ही हैं, लेकिन अगर उन पे आरोप लग जाए तब तो कुछ भी आप दिखा दो, आप अमेरिका की कंपनी की रजिस्ट्री दिखा दो कि ये देखिए आपके एड्रेस पे लिस्टेड है, फिर भी कोई ना कोई बहाना खोज देंगे नहीं मानने के लिए।
मैं मानने वाला नहीं हूँ, कुछ भी दिखाते रहिए क्योंकि जिस आदमी ने मानना ही नहीं है उसको सिर्फ आरोप ही लगाने, आप कुछ भी बोलो आप पे आरोप लगाएगा, किसी बात का उन्होंने जवाब नहीं देना आपको, आप कुछ भी आरोप लगाएंगे उसका जवाब नहीं आएगा, आप पे एक आरोप और लग के दूसरी तरफ से आरोप आएगा, वो आदमी जवाब दे ही नहीं सकता है। वो हमेशा चीज़ों लोगों को गुमराह करने में इसमें बहुत माहिर हैं सब लोग, और वो अपने लोगों को ऐसे बचाते हैं, पता नहीं दोहरी नीति क्यों।
आप तो उस पार्टी में रहे हो, अभी भी हो, आपके हिसाब से क्यों बचा रहे?
देखो एक नीति है, उनको एक मकसद है कि हमें दिल्ली की सत्ता चाहिए, हमें पूरे देश की सत्ता चाहिए, वो कैसे मिलेगी ये उनकी प्राथमिकता है।
नहीं, क्योंकि आप पे चार्ज लगता है कि आप ये सब इसलिए बोलते हो क्योंकि आपको मंत्री नहीं बनाया।
मैंने तो बोला जब भी आप उनसे सवाल करोगे तो वो चार्ज लगाएंगे, आप भी कुछ बोलोगे तो आप पे भी चार्ज लगने वाला है।
नहीं, हम पे तो बराबर से चार्ज लगते हैं। कांग्रेस भी नाखुश है, बीजेपी भी नाखुश है, आम आदमी पार्टी भी नाखुश है। अगर एक पार्टी खुश हो जाए बाकी दो नाखुश हो जाए तब मुझे तकलीफ है, अगर तीनों बराबर से नाखुश है तब मुझे कोई तकलीफ नहीं।
I have a theory on that, yes. And I think I have a point to raise. That is that because the amount of spamming of mails that the Aam Aadmi Party did last year in the run-up to the elections, that they owe something to Mr. Bharti, that they are all coming out in his defense. I just fail to understand.
Deepak Amin, representing the Congress Party, is joining us on our program tonight. Mr. Amin, I want your sense on the story that's been put out. You've seen headlines today very clearly established that regardless of what Somnath Bharti is saying, Topsides LLC is registered at his residence. You check online on who is the administrator, who finances it, who got it listed. You've got Somnath Bharti's name all over the place. Do you think it is important now for Kejriwal to at least order a probe? Take these documents, order a probe, and then act against Somnath Bharti, because he said, show me the proof I lack. We've shown him the proof tonight.
Rahul, the investigative journalism that you have done clearly establishes prima facie enough evidence that a formal probe should be ordered, and this is something that the Congress Party certainly wants. We want this thing to be probed thoroughly, and the law must take its course. And I want to add that this case, I've been listening to some parts of this discussion, but this case is very similar to what was discovered by the Caravan magazine about Swami Asimanand. Prima facie, there are very serious charges, there are serious allegations, and they must be probed.
Must be proved, they must be investigated, but there's a problem in the investigation also. You know, we've seen that they tried to set up an internal Lokpal, Justice Shah ran away. So this is the problem that the Aam Aadmi Party is now facing, that every charge that they level against someone else is gospel. Any charge leveled against them is malicious, motivated and paid for by someone.
No, but I also want to take up issue with the Congress spokesperson. Suddenly, he must appear so balanced, so correct. Suddenly he raises Asimanand.
No, let's not go down the Asima road.
To
because
put
the
it
problem
at
is that
I'm
will be
sorry.
another debate.
No,
we were the first channel to put that out long before anybody put that story out. We were the first channel to take that out.
With the evidence you brought, with what Caravan has done, I'm sorry it's not done. Because he is in CBI custody. Had he given a statement to CBI, we would have taken it very...
Okay, you made that point. Let's leave it there.
So I'm saying,
I don't want this discussion to go completely off track. No, we'll be arguing about Asimanand 30 minutes later and Somnath Bharti.
There is one evidence which directly gives some hint at his pawn angle. There is a website called, there's a domain name in fact, not website, teens-boy.net. It has been, this is the evidence that our viewers can see, that this has been booked by none other than Somnath Bharti, and it was booked on 26/11/2005. So
just show that to me.
This is
see
the
if I
direct
can
evidence
read that out to
which
you.
he cannot deny.
There are three parameters: administrative contact, Somnath Bharti; technical contact, Somnath Bharti, and it's got the address for San Francisco. Now this is, and you've got over here at the end the address, which is C28 Malviya Nagar, which is where Matt Jain is listed, which Somnath Bharti accepts as his company. Now unless there's someone who's doing all of this to bring Somnath Bharti down, which is what Somnath Bharti said in his defense, that I in good faith gave all these, allowed an associate in the US to run my business. He did things I didn't want him to, and I didn't know about. Is that an acceptable defense?
No, I don't think.
Why not?
doesn't hold water, because this registration of websites that happen, you listed all those three things. These are very credible domain names, going on for years and all, and those records don't change. So he cannot come and tomorrow say that I didn't do it, somebody else did. And secondly, the source of the payment while registering the particular domain, I'm not sure if Ashish has any clue on that, how the payment was made for the domain. But that itself could be another.
If you see the who is records, the payment has been made by Somnath Bharti. The name.
Okay, I want to go across to Somnath Bharti's residence. Joining us from there tonight is Pankaj Upadhyay. We've been trying very hard to get across to Somnath Bharti, but he's refusing. Pankaj, why don't you tell our viewers what efforts you've made? Is Somnath Bharti watching this broadcast? What does he have to say?
Rahul, we are on the second floor right now in the Malvi Nagar, at the very place where Mr. Bharti resides. And I'll try again. For over an hour, I've been at this place trying to get to know about the whereabouts of Mr. Bharti. But the security guard clearly says that the minister is not here. He says the minister comes only late in the night time. He points out that the meeting hours is only between 8:30 and 9:30 in the morning hours. And this is exactly the place where he stays. Security guard says he's not here. Bharti ji nahi hai is waqt ghar pe?
सर अभी तक नहीं आए.
कहाँ गए हैं?
सचिवालय.
कब तक आएंगे?
ये तो पता नहीं सर.
कुछ बताया आपको?
नहीं सर.
Rahul, just next to this residence is this office? Is this office? And even this is wearing a very vacant look right now. One of the office bearers here was telling us that since the minister is not here, none of the officers, the office bearers, are also here. But then the big question that we are asking the Aam Janta about the Aam Aadmi Party leader is, what about the credibility plank on which Arvind Kejriwal and his party men were swaying the emotions of the Aam Janta? Is it true that the law minister was himself the lawbreaker indulging in illegal activities? And let us remember, we've been trying for so long. Neither is Mr. Bharti coming out clean and talking to us, neither is Arvind Kejriwal coming out, neither of his ministers are coming out in the open. So now, the big credibility plank which Aam Aadmi Party was playing for so long, the party itself stands exposed now. High time that they come out and explain as far as this particular issue is concerned. I am just outside his house. The security guard clearly says he is not here. We are going to wait till late night time and let's see what the minister has to say, if at all he is not inside and is outside, as the security guard says. Rahul.
From our cameras,